just room enough for me and you. There's room on the couch for two. Well, you can leave that old TV on until Static and Cops is all that's on. 'Cause there's nothing in this world but me and this girl. You can leave that old TV on.
I've got a secret for you.
There's no one else that I'll tell it to.
Then I hold you close. I'll rock you slow as I tell a secret to you. There's
Room on the couch for two. There's room on the couch for two. There's just room enough for me and you. There's room on the couch for two. Well, there's just room enough for me and you.
There's room on the couch for two.
There it is, folks, the unofficial official theme song of Knoxville, thanks to New York Times. That is Couch from Centralia Massacre live on your radio and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. And that is a song that you can get if you order now and hurry, because there's only 8 CDs left of Right at Home from Centralia Massacre, at least for the time being. You can go to their website and pick it out. That is the last tune, I believe, on the CD, if I'm correct. And we were talking before the on-air part started about it was an article or a story, right, in New York Times where the writer, who apparently lived here at some point, referred to this town as the Couch, saying that many others who live here refer to it the same. And I think we've had a collective poll of everybody here in both rooms now, many years lived in Knoxville, and we still have never heard that.
No one's ever
either.
heard that. She also said, although James defies this theory, she said that everyone can play banjo in Knoxville, but
There's
James is like the only banjo player I've ever met in Knoxville.
Except, well, there's like a handful.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, the
There is.
WEVX.
Yeah, Matt Morlock. And,
Oh, yeah. Of
But
course.
still,
Just
I
it's me
mean,
and Matt.
But, yeah,
why do you want to say that about a town, man? They got all kinds of banjo players.
yeah,
Come
she
on.
said that everybody could pick up a banjo and play it,
Yeah, well,
too.
not an electric banjo, though.
No.
Yeah,
electric banjo,
exactly.
that's just
It's
me.
very much different.
Absolutely. You guys, and real quick, your name, James, from Centralia Massacre, to make such warm, feel-good folk music from a couple of very bloody incidents years ago, right?
Most definitely. Well, at the time, the music scene here was a little different than what it is now, and it was a very sort of metal scene, and I was kind of doing a survey of all the bands in this area, and I was like, wow, they all have such scary names. I'm like, the only way I'm going to get a gig is if I have a scary name, too. So I was watching a PBS documentary, and Centralia Massacre comes up, and I'm like, perfect. What a great name for a folk band. Or a Swedish metal group. I'm not really sure which.
It works either way.
It works either way.
Yep.
And so it kind of just went from there, Centralia
And
Massacre.
the more shows we do, the more we find out that there have been several Centralia massacres in different cities.
Wow.
The Pennsylvania, right, is the
Yeah.
coal fires.
And then there was a mine fire or a mine explosion in Ohio. Then there was the one up in Washington.
and all of these are in towns called Centralia.
Wow.
Missouri.
And there
This
was
is
another massacre, right?
Yeah, there was two of the massacres, and just don't name your town Centralia.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
not a good
That's
say.
the
idea.
moral of the story here.
But when you guys show up in your town out there, don't run away thinking, oh my God, they're bringing hell's coming to breakfast here, you know.
We
So-
bring hugs and smiles.
Yeah,
and good
exactly.
music, good music as well. And what's this about covering Coolio's Gangster's Paradise?
Represent.
Speaking of feel good, loving in the room music, man. Is that true? You pull that one off?
We do. We do a pretty mean cover of Coolio. We do love to play that at our live shows only, and
Yeah.
have some fun with that.
something that really jumped out at me was something that you all had a chance to do, and that was play for basically a folk legend, if you will, indie folk legend. Let's call him that. Daniel Johnston, tell us about that. Very cool.
Oh man, that was scary.
I'm sure. I mean, it could be.
In a wonderful
way.
Yeah.
Right.
But knowing that you're opening up for Daniel Johnston.
Yeah,
wow.
a living legend. So there is a festival in Louisville, Kentucky called the Good Folk Fest. And in 2008, we got in touch with him, and, we were really excited about it. I think this is just its second year, but
third year.
It's third year. But that they've grown exponentially, and so check them out sometime. Good Folk Fest in Louisville, Kentucky. But this year they scored a performance by Daniel Johnston, and we sat with our fingers crossed, waiting for the schedule to come out, and we were just hoping we would play the day he played.
Right.
And we ended up playing. We were the set right before him.
Wow.
And so we felt like that was a huge honor. And we hung out with him a little bit and smoked a cigarette with him in the stairway.
Yeah. And
Got a picture made with him. He was absolutely accessible and sweet, and he was signing all of the CDs, everything everybody bought. He
and
signed.
artwork. You said he had his own artwork he was selling there.
Yeah, he had his own table there. Thank you.
That's so cool. It's into the third pick now for Laura, folks. If you're keeping score at home, we're in the pick number 3. So you
Which
guys,
is not out of the ordinary.
one of the things that it seems like you guys are doing is getting out and playing more and more. Now tell me, where in the world and how do I MapQuest up that way, Tennessee, where apparently you've got is it Woolapalooza there?
That's Woolapalooza.
Yeah.
Woolapalooza. I couldn't remember what town it was in. So
okay.
it's up that way.
Just stay tuned for
It's
that
near
one.
Bristol.
Oh, is it okay?
Our friend Willoughby has a festival of sorts where he invites a lot of friends.
Very
and,
cool.
He's the bass player for the T West band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so,
okay. All right.
And
Yeah.
so he has a bunch of friends get together, and we all
Cool.
play music.
We'll also be going this summer on tour pretty extensively. We'll be running up through, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, New York, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia, and I think that's all of them.
Very cool.
So
Do
it's
you
gonna
all
be crazy.
think, and it's great to see success of like the Everybody Feels, but to see what people like the Avett Brothers are doing, I mean, and Ramsey Records in general with what they're
Yeah.
doing over there, is that encouraging for you all as an artist, folk artist especially?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
The Everybody Fields and the Avett Brothers, and we hold them in very high esteem. And
Most
so
definitely.
to see what they've done, it felt like they've come from maybe a different or a same mentality, a like mentality.
Absolutely. Very, very cool. It's Centralia Massacre live in studio on 90.3 The Rock, UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. How about one more for us, can you?
Okay, this
Hold on
one's
to that pick.
This one's called "What a Woman's Gotta Do." Oh, you left me. Oh, you left me back home in Tennessee. Oh, you left me. You left me freezing in the summer breeze. I raised your child. He's become a man after all this time. I told him, go get my bottle, go get my gun. Go get my Bible. I don't care, you can. Go tell everyone that a woman's gotta do what a woman's gotta do. Woman's gotta do what a woman's gotta do. Had a talk with Satan. I had a talk with God. We found peace in that peace that I stole from a Paul. He said a woman's gotta do what a woman's gotta do. Woman's gotta do what a woman's
Very cool stuff. That is Centralia Massacre live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. That is What a Woman's Got to Do, right? From Right at Home, the CD, which there are about 8 copies left, again, on their website right now.
Actually, the record label just texted me. They're going to have them as digital copies as well, so you
All
can download it as well.
Folk music in the modern age. My God, that's amazing. We sure do appreciate you all taking time to drop the CD off a couple weeks ago, James, and then coming back by. And let's make this definitely a regular occasion when you guys come out.
Most
And real quickly, new CD, you're already working on one, right? Pretty much writing for it, getting ready for it. So cool. Well, when it's done, bring it by. We'll play it, and we'll get you guys back on again. So
Thank you so much.
you got it. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
There's room on the couch for two.